Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Wire. I am your host, and guess what? We are your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. There's no doubt about it. We have done so much crap, and tonight we've got a loaded up show.
It's
You're
true.
early.
It's
You're
true.
early.
Like Lorenzo's
What
running
is
this
this?
backstage, but it's true because we're always looking Divino, always looking Fino, drinking that Wino, baby. We're fantastic. I'm doing
Bro,
great. You're
listen,
doing great. I'm
listen.
hyped for this show. We've been hyping it up for months now.
Didn't
Lorenzo's hyped.
anybody ever teach you not to come early? Like, really? There is just something seriously wrong with you right now. I don't understand.
I was a little excited. I was a little excited.
Apparently you were a little excited, dude. We've got a lot going on. We've got our first live on-air giveaway. I can't wait to do that. That's going to be insane.
Yeah, no shit. Tonight.
Yep, that would be cool. We've got 4 different wrestling promotions coming on. We're talking about televisers, and we got a special guest to help us close out the show. Like, this is going to be ridiculous.
Yep, we're gonna be here all night, baby. But it's a party. I don't care.
Night long. That is true. That's why when you came early, I was like, "Oh my god, he definitely is not built for stamina. What is wrong with this guy?" But anyway, listen.
I was just trying to be, if you're, what they say, if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late. So it's a big deal. We have 4 different promotions coming on. It's our, it's a big show. It's a big show.
It is. It is a big show. And we don't mean Paul. We mean this is a big show. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this started off right. We're going to bring on our first guest of the evening. I will acknowledge the comments momentarily, but please welcome owner, CEO, and the head honcho of Pro Wrestling Union, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole McAbee.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. Fantastic. Dude. We're excited. Great to have you back, Cole. It's always a pleasure, always an honor. And you just have such a great mind for this business, man. We could talk shop for hours, and I just love it. Thank you for coming on, man.
Hey, no problem. I think this is actually the first time I've been on a podcast since the last time me and David actually spoke, and this was at a UPW show over in Raleigh. Mm-hmm. So it's been a hot moment.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
I've been kind of like stepping back from the whole podcasting thing just because I've been on several of them, and I just kind of felt like nobody wants to hear from the promoters anymore or anything like that. But I feel like what we got to talk about tonight is some things that are definitely worth talking about.
Mm-hmm. I agree, and I disagree. We want to hear from the promoters. We want to hear about things coming on your end because this is what happens. You get to talk about big events, promote. And we have a platform. It's our responsibility to give our platform to people like you and give you the spotlight.
Right. And my platform is actually for the wrestlers themselves. That's what I'm here for. And speaking of which, I did manage to get somebody who has a very, very busy schedule. But he had some time to be with us this evening. And I believe you guys may already have him in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reigning Pro Wrestling Union United heavyweight champion. He is no longer DH in HD. He is now DH in 4K. The Prince of Sports Entertainment, Mr. Drew Hood. Drew, come on in here, buddy.
All aboard the Drew train, baby. Hey.
Drew Hood in the house. How have you been?
Phenomenal. I mean, isn't it clear as day? 5 championships in my repertoire now. I'm up and down the East Coast. I'm getting huge opportunities against world champions. This has been a heck of a year for DH and 4K, and I upgraded in more ways than one. I'm doing amazing.
I gotta admit, I mean, ever since that resolution jump, it's just been gold for you. It's been a gold standard for you, and you know what? I'm loving it. It's fantastic work. Fantastic.
As I like to say in short, onwards and upwards.
Definitely that.
There you
definitely
go.
That, man. Just beware. It only takes a few clicks to really mess up your whole thing. So just be cautious, Mr. Hood. Yes. At any rate. So this is actually the first time I think I've ever had you on air. So welcome to the show. And
welcome.
You have got 5 titles to contend with. Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You've got contenders coming out of the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
You've got contenders coming from out of this Galaxy.
Mhm.
Now tonight we are going to talk about you defending the United Heavyweight Championship in September,
Mhm.
but that's only provided you still have it when we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
yeah. Skepticism.
Ron, such a Debbie Downer.
Hold on. There's a reason I have skepticism in
Mhm.
this. I have known Drew Hood since I stepped into this industry,
Mhm.
or since I fell ass backwards, whichever way you want to call it. And that's not a lie. Drew was there the very first night I ever showed up. But he's got he's got something coming up very soon. Dude, Sean Legacy is no joke.
Of course not.
Boogie Jam.
A huge contender
Of course.
for that strap.
Of
He
course.
is going to be one of the biggest challenges of your career.
Literally,
in my
metaphorically, and figuratively. Yes, of course.
Mhm.
Look, okay. Full disclosure. I'm not looking past Sean Legacy. Of course not. Who would dare look past the standout, the American standout for Pro Wrestling Noah? A world-traveled superstar. Galaxy's only superhero or something like that. He's not a Star Wars character, but Sean, I like you. I respect you a lot. You've done so much in such a short amount of time, but there's a reason why I am not just the self-proclaimed, but now universally acclaimed fastest rising star out of the Carolinas. It is because I can walk the walk, I can talk the talk, and the accolades back it all up. Easy.
I'm
Right,
gonna have to
that's-
agree. I'm gonna have to agree on with everything that Drew just said, because I've seen the evolution of him.
As have I.
Coming up from his beginnings, and it just like even you, Drew, in a few short years, look at what you become. You have literally elevated and leveled up to a fighting champion, and now you have this. This is your litmus test. I say that a lot on this show, and I know I do. But the fact that you have quite the competition, this is what it's all about, right? Proving that you're worthy of that championship and that goal. But that being said, I'm going to disagree with Ron. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but I think Drew is going to walk away still United champ.
I never gave a prediction on the match, Estacado.
Well, I mean, your
I just said he's got a hell of a contender coming his way. That's all.
And I have to agree with Ron that Sean Legacy is a hell of a contender.
Yes.
But also, and if I can pull the curtain back just a little bit, and Drew, hopefully you don't mind me sharing this information, but just a couple of years ago, there was a time where there was a Drew Hood that had a little bit of doubt in himself and doubt in his place in this business. And I remember it was in Sylvan, North Carolina. I walked up to him and I told him, "You were meant for this." And I saw something in him. Maybe he didn't see it at that particular time, but I saw that there was greatness in him, just ready to get out of there. And what has happened, and it's not because of me, it's just I just saw it. I knew he had it in him. And now all of a sudden, you've got Viral Pro Wrestling Outbreak Championship, along with the PWU United Heavyweight title, the Action Packed Wrestling Championship. You've got the NWA JCP Southeast Openweight Championship. And let's not even forget that he competed in the Super 8 tournament not too long ago. One of the biggest accomplishments that you can get in independent wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
In just 2 years, think about this, guys. And within 2 years, he went from being that person that a lot of people looked at and said, he's good hand, good kid, to all of a sudden, if I may steal from Drew here, in high demand.
Oh, 100%. I can remember when I met Drew Hood, I was asking him for his information so I could ring announce. we were backstage at the firehouse, and he was one of 3 brothers. So, I mean, the transition and transformation and, dare I say, evolution of Drew Hood that I've seen is nothing to bark at all. You can't deny that.
There we go. There's a nice change of tone, Ron. I appreciate it. Because
No,
Cole is you nailed it. You said everything that's already on my mind. Because whether you intentionally gave it off or not, the tonality and the verbiage used, the reason why I have these kinds of accolades is because the majority of people decided to try and label me as a tag team guy, second, third, fourth, or fifth fiddle, to be a background guy, to just do things. And I took that personally. And what's happening now? That's just the genesis of it all. That's just the start. Onwards and upwards.
And we can look forward to that. And just so that way we go ahead and cover the bases for that match between Drew Hood and Sean Legacy. That's going to be in Bowling Springs, South Carolina on June the 28th at the Asylum at Asylum Pro Wrestling, 122 Builders Court, Bowling Springs, South Carolina. You can go to their page, find out the ticket information. They'll have all the information there along with the other matches that they'll have for that night. Boogie Jam. Plus, they're going to have the legendary Boogie Woogie himself, Jimmy Valiant. How cool is that, gentlemen?
That is amazing.
It is going to be awesome.
Hall of Famer.
Like, I'm a pull the curtain back. I will actually be. I'm leaving my vacation early to return back to South Carolina just to be here for this.
Now, see, there you go. That's what you like to hear.
500 miles. I am traveling 500 miles in a day to get back here just for that show. Because I know what I'm going to get. Everybody else doesn't know. If they haven't seen Sean Legacy or they haven't seen this version of Drew Hood, they don't know what they're going to get. I've seen both of them within the last 3 months. I know exactly what I'm in store for. And that's why I'm doing it.
Exactly. But I'm sure that you'll also have Adam Cottrell, AJ Frost. He'll be on here a little bit later on tonight. He'll be talking about some of the other great stuff that he's got going on.
Yes.
With Silent Pro.
Oh, yes. 100%.
All right.
Tonight is stacked, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's Pro Wrestling Union's show, Asylum Pro Wrestling, Ring of Fire Wrestling, and Extreme World Wrestling, plus a special guest at the very end of the night. This is absolutely insane tonight.
All right. Well,
I know you have a busy schedule. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. I was going to say, I don't want to take too much away from AJ making any more announcements for Asylum Pro Wrestling. So we'll stop with at least that much. I'll let him take over the rest later on when he has his moment to go over everything. But let's go ahead and let's discuss September the 7th, Lexington, South Carolina, Lexington Leisure Center. It is the Parade of Champions. And
look at that beautiful poster. Look at that.
Thank you. I worked very hard on those. But
you got a stat card. I mean, you got Mr. 4K himself right there. You got Heath, Whiskey Business, the Brute himself, AJ Kazana, Zuka King, Christopher Prince, Luca Daniels, Chase Emmer. Like, look, it's amazing. That's not all, right? There's obviously going to be more.
Oh, there is.
Well, what? Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot more, and we've already announced some of the matches that we're going to have for this show on September the 7th. The first one that I put out was for the Pro Wrestling Union Tag Team Championship, who is currently held by Whiskey Business. And they will be doing battle against the former 4-time NWA World Tag Team Champions, plus 2-time former PWU Tag Team Champions, Sigmund Elliott Russell, a.k.a. the Heat Seekers. That is going to be a tremendous tag team matchup. Can't ask for anything better.
That is fantastic.
Those
an
two
awesome matchup.
teams are going to beat the brakes off of each other.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I can't.
The Heat Seekers are itching, and Whiskey Business is just a couple of shots away from being into a bar brawl there. So that's gonna be a fun match.
I've never heard somebody say "hit me harder" as much as I've heard it out of Braden Marshall and John.
Yeah.
I actually heard that not too long ago. They were in a tag match over there in Bowling Springs, and Braden Marshall took a punch, and he was just like, "That's it." And I'm like sitting there like, "Dear Lord!"
Oh my God!
Because he got rocked pretty hard. He got rocked pretty hard,
man.
So that's gonna be
actually, we got a question, Ron. Somebody's wondering: is this where the winner of tickets gets?
Yes, the person at some point, which we haven't done that yet. When we do go to give the tickets away on the Wrestling Wire Facebook page, you will send that page a message with the number 2 or the number 4. I have 4 tickets to give away tonight, live on air. And what will happen is the first person to send 2 will win 2. If somebody else sends 2, we can have 2 winners on here tonight. But if the first person that hits in says 4, they win 4 tickets to that show, and they get to go there for free on the Wrestling Wire in September.
That's right. Gonna be amazing.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I got tingles.
That is it.
Right.
We have a ton of comments. Missy did ask, is both the country gentlemen going to be there? I think it's
no. We only got one half of the country gentlemen that will be there.
Gotcha. Okay.
I believe Casey is already obligated elsewhere for that day.
Gotcha. Catching up on the comments real fast before we get to the next matchup. Robin Braswell chimed in. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Missy Childers is in the house. Brian Scott, what's happening, man?
Hey-yo.
Cole, you are always fun. See, people love having promoters
we
on
love Cole.
air. And Brian Scott said the Drew train. That's awesome. Yes, it is.
Yes. That's going to be a thing, I'm telling you.
He ain't got nothing for number 1 Cam. Oh my God!
Wow!
Oh,
really?
Wow!
Really?
Wow!
Oh man!
That's a.
You know what?
Hey, look, that was somebody.
Hey,
I didn't say it. I had to comment. This is baby. This is about being live on air. This is what we deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the show.
That's true. But hey, Drew, I know you guys got your problems. You guys love each other, brothers into the business. I know you kind of got your issues now, but I got to give my flowers to Cam Jackson. He is one of the best. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that traitorous psychopath. Yeah, he's just great. I love him so much. Yeah. It's just so great.
My God.
Okay.
Missy was excited to see the hell. Who the hell did that?
Wow, that's
David.
Wait a minute.
Why are you clicking buttons? You are not a producer here on this show.
Wait a minute. I know that guy.
You do?
Yeah, I know that guy. Drew knows him too.
Yeah, I know D'Angelo when I see him. Hey, D'Angelo, why don't you just go walk into traffic? Go step on some Legos or something. How about that? That's crazy. Yeah. You would come on here and say that to the champ. Who won the 5th title before you did? Who won the 5th title before you did, D'Angelo? I did. Son of a gun.
This is
true. Okay.
Look, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Drew was she was excited to see you at JCP in Tennessee. Yes, definite congratulations on that. That's huge. We've had Joe on here. We've had Joe Kazana on air. We love having Joe on here. He's a great guy to talk to.
Great.
We talked to him and Dr. Tom for like an hour and a half or 2 hours on air one time.
I love them so much. Man.
The first half hour we didn't air was all about coffee.
That's
all we talked about was coffee. It's great.
It's either coffee or Star Wars.
Asylum Ticks, ringside's 15, general admission $10. Thank you. Tiffany Childers, what's up? She said she will see you tomorrow night. Yes, we already answered that.
Nope.
No, we already answered that. Oh, and she said boo to not both of them being there. Drew is
Absolutely.
drinks hot dog
Hot
water.
dog water.
What the hell?
Swear to God.
What is this?
Drew
Eat chicken
is
without
chicken
seasoning?
Okay, yeah, Drew.
That one
that's
I
kind of-
know is true.
Oh,
That
oh,
one I
that's
can
just
hey,
see.
hey, look. We all knew that one, okay?
It looks like wrestling's
Wrestling
Hollywood
Squares.
Squares. Dude, I love it. I might have to call that a new segment. We might have to call something the Wrestling Hollywood Squares.
Who,
and that's-
wait, who said hot two before the girl on the internet? It was the Iron Sheik, baby.
Oh my god. Did he spit on that thing?
I think he did. I got in trouble for leaving work early for a show, but I got to see Drew Hood, so it was worth it. Yeah, it's worth
There
it.
you go. There you go.
There you go.
Right up worthy.
This
Thank
Drew Hood
you.
disrespect is unnecessary. Hey, look, I am just the messenger. I am not the guy saying it. I'm just reading what they're saying. All right. The ticket rules are as follows. Number 1, you must follow the Wrestling Wire podcast on Facebook. Number 2, you must follow Pro Wrestling Union on Facebook. We will verify those. Cole's here to verify. I'm here to verify. The way it happens is when I say it's time to send me the message, which is not right now, but when I say it is, we are going to have a Facebook Messenger panel opened right here on screen, on air. You will see it. The first person that sends me
vivo
2 or 4 wins those number of tickets right here live tonight. That is what we're doing.
So that
Well,
is your chance to see Drew Hood in 4K
For free.
for free
On us.
and for free
On
us.
David and I. This is on us.
Well,
You might
I've
as
got
well
my-
get the yeah, right seat right there, laptop. You might as well
Look. I've got my laptop. I got my laptop right here, and I've gotten like a few more notifications of new followers. So,
Yep.
There we go.
Hey, it's already blowing up.
We're making sure everybody follows the rules for this game because I love following rules. I really do. Well, it's kind of okay. Certain things. It depends on what it is, I guess.
Drew, you do, don't you? Right?
Yeah. I'm a
Sure,
citizen. I go to I'm obviously, completely, totally.
More like guidelines than anything.
I was going to say, just remember, Jesus is watching. Okay.
Oh God. Look. Yeah.
Jesus.
So Drew Hood could beat both D'Angelo and Scotty Brooks in a minute because of how good he is. Wow.
Okay.
You got a tall order there. I actually wouldn't mind seeing you and Scotty in a match. Honestly,
That would be cool.
I really would not
I would
mind
like
seeing
that.
you versus Scotty Brooks. I think it'd be really good. Majestic Marie from Peaches and Power Bombs chiming in. How are you? Another one of our podcast people. September 7th. That's right. Let's see. I'll see you at the Asylum, Drew, and maybe Cole.
Yes, I will be there.
This is a money comment right here. Bit Barber would get a kick out of this. I'm sure he would. I am sure.
Oh, I know. I know for a fact he would have. He honestly would. I miss that man every day. I do.
And it Nuck if you buck, boy. Dude, Mater is insane, dude. Mater's off his rocker.
Mater is the best. You leave Mater alone. Don't ever change.
I've met Mater. He's cool as shit. I'm a Mater guy. That's a new T-shirt. I'm a Mater guy.
I'm a Mater guy.
Yes, that's a new T-shirt. There we go. D'Angelo says Drew doesn't follow the rules.
That's not true at all.
Missy said I already follow both companies. And why do you think, D'Angelo, you deserve a title shot after you just disrespected one of the best champions in the Carolinas?
Why D'Angelo?
I was going to say D'Angelo is a champion in his own right too. I mean, right?
APW tag team champion with Buck. Oh no, he was former.
Well, no.
Oh, he's a champion of Palmetto, right?
He is indeed with Palmetto Championship Wrestling.
That's
he is
it.
The Mid Carolinas champion. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
Drew could very well shoot for 6. I mean, who knows?
I'm just saying.
That sounds a little crispy. I like that idea.
I like that.
Mater, no, I'm saying you make this make the shirts and sell them. You get your own hundreds. We don't owe you shit.
Oh man.
Drew pays Tommy to fanboy. Dude, I love Tommy to death though. Dude, if you haven't got a chance to see it, there's a video on my page and on the YouTube from last week's XWW shirt. And when I walk by Tommy, he's wearing a Wrestling Wire podcast t-shirt. And I grabbed the mic and I'm standing right beside him. I'm like, this is the best looking t-shirt in the whole building. And just kept right going. I love it. It's awesome to see your gear out in the. It is cool to see your gear out in the crowd. That's true. I will say. Drew has way more experience with that than I do.
I got written.
Do I though?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have a T-shirt or two out there, but I make most of my money off of championships, fame, and fortune. People don't. It's all about the glory, the prestige, and at the end of the day, it's all about the money, man. It's all about the bags. You pick up your bag, you pick up a check at the end of the night. I mean, Drew, you're the personification of workhorse. There you go. Enough said. I'm gonna say you can't say the workhorse, man, because that ain't me. I can't. No.
Right. No. Yeah, JD Dre might take a little offense to that. Might owe you a.
Yeah. That's why I was like, hold on, let me chop it right there.
No, you're just one of the pure workhorses of the Carolinas. There's no joke about that.
Yeah, I'd say
you're all over the place, man.
To be perfectly egotistical, let's just say one of the workhorses on the scene, because the East Coast and then dabbling in the Midwest, one day the world, DH and 4K, you do be everywhere.
Oh, that is quite another thing. Guys, y'all are killing me with comments tonight. We are going to go ahead and run up to the next matchup that's been announced. What?
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was going to throw in there, it's like, speaking of some workhorsemen or workhorses, we're going to talk about this next match.
Is this the
nice segue? I like that.
Yes.
Junior heavyweight?
Yeah, I was trying. That's right, junior heavyweight. So, as we all know, Christopher Prince is the reigning junior heavyweight champion of Pro Wrestling Union. But he's going to have not one, not two, but three opponents in a fatal four-way, one fall to a finish. This is going to feature Zuka King, Caleb Conley, and Luka Daniels, all in the same match. Wow. This is going to be wild. Because this is not an elimination style match. This is one fall for the finish, which means everybody has got to be on their toes the entire time. Because as soon as the first pinfall happens or a submission happens, that's it. You're either going to have Christopher Prince that's going to somehow find a way of retaining that championship, or he's going to lose that title, and he may not be the person to be defeated. So everybody's got a quarter chance here.
Yeah.
It is a crazy.
And look at the talent. There's some amazing talent in that matchup, because that match can go anywhere, and all of them can represent that title. It's wow. That's
exactly. I even saw.
I don't. Yeah, I was like, wow. I'm trying to just think like who would walk away with that, but you can't. That's pretty even. That's kind of the point of it. I mean, like, why try to make a prediction over something like this? Because every single one of those guys brings something to the table. Mm-hmm.
They're all within that weight division of the junior heavyweight title. I even saw the other day where Zuka King said, hell, I might even do a dive out of the ring. And I had to gently remind him and say, you know what? Nelson Royal never did a dive in his life. One of the best junior heavyweight champions of all time.
True.
Zuka don't dive.
Zuka don't die. Zuka don't die.
I'm calling cap on that. Hey Zuka. Yep. You won't.
Oh, God, you're just egging him on.
No, he won't do it.
No, he's a hard hitter. Yeah.
Yes.
Oof.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying that Zuka couldn't, maybe get $5 out of my envelope if he does do a dive. I'm not saying that. Who's to say? But we'll see. We'll see. He won't.
Wait. So are you legitimately trying to put a bet on this right now? $5?
No. Who's to say? No.
No. He say he would he would give Zuka $5 out of his own envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not
Like,
a gamble.
out of your own envelope or somebody else's envelope.
Depends on if Buggy, if I'm in a locker room with him sometime soon, because he be leaving his lopes around. So hey Buggy, watch yourself, Buggy. Right? Watch.
Oy.
Oh man!
Wow. Oh man.
I paid money just to watch a show just for a chance to see Zuka fly, because that'll be a moment right there.
Oh my.
That's money.
Well, Cole, so those are 2 matches you have had.
That's some big caliber matches there, Cole. Those both could be main eventers.
Yeah.
All right.
Main event
But
caliber.
and we're going to talk a little bit more about main event caliber, and then we're going to go ahead and try to wrap things up, if that's okay with you, Drew.
That's perfectly fine.
All right. And this actually has something to do with you, because we've already announced 2 of the championship matches. We have not even begun to talk about if Drew gets past Sean Legacy on June the 28th, who will be the next person in line for the PWU United Heavyweight Championship. And Drew, you've seen the people that's on the card. And well,
Cole, hold on. I actually just got somebody came in backstage. Who the somebody wants to say something. They're waving. So hang on. Sorry to interrupt. Let me add this.
All aboard the hype train, some would say. The doctor is in. Hey, Drew.
Oh,
Landon Hale.
Landon Hale.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Oh man, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Cole. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. What's up? I was not expecting you tonight.
I wasn't expecting myself. Hey, I just decided to join in the Wrestling Wire. It's the most watched right now on Facebook. I appreciate you guys having me. But I wanted to say something, Cole. Remember last year at last year's Parade of Champions when I defeated John Schuyler and Chase Emery to be the #1 contender for the PWU United Heavyweight Championship. Do you remember that, Cole? Just help me out here. You remember that?
Yeah. I remember because the stakes were that you get a championship opportunity. Basically, you got an open contract. You just put a date, location, sign it, and all that. I even remember after we gave Drew the championship after he defeated Bebop, you were the person that came out to the ring and basically shook his hand and said a few words to him afterwards. And then that was it.
Yep, I sure did. Yeah. And so, Cole, if you don't mind, can you check your email real quick? Because you have your laptop on you, but can you check your email? Because I sent that document to you, and I have signed it for September 7th at Parade of Champions. The good Dr. Landon Hale versus Drew Hood in 4K for the PWU United Heavyweight Championship. Choo-choo.
You're being serious.
I'm serious as a heart attack, and I know heart attacks because I'm a doctor.
Well, Cole, check the email, verify this.
Yeah. You may want to verify that. See if it's notarized too.
Oh, Drew's doing he's doing this. He usually does one arm, but he's doing 2. That's awesome. I love it. You should get a tattoo of loser on the other one. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. So, I've got the email right here. I'm opening up the attachment. September 7th, Lexington Leisure Center, and signed, notarized at the bottom. And Drew, I was gonna announce something else for you, but in all honesty, since there's nothing really on paper, because that, we have to send that in and both of you guys have to sign. This right here is ironclad. So this is it. So, okay. This was Okay, this was not what I was expecting, but I'm pretty excited for this, to be honest with you, because
So hold up. So let me get this straight, Cole. Are
I
you
mean,
telling me that it's official now? That's this the
yeah,
matchup.
It's signed.
yes, because the deal was when we had John Schuyler, Chase Emery, and Landon wrestle last year, it was a guaranteed shot. All it was, they had to sign the paperwork with a date and time and location. And Landon has got the information all here for Parade of Champions on September 7th. Everything is signed. It's been notarized. This is an official signed document, and this is ironclad. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about this. I hope I'm just as shocked as you guys are that this happened.
Literally just happened live. First
all right,
time.
Drew. All right, Drew.
Drew, you don't look happy, bud.
Okay. Drew, you okay?
He's speechless, guys.
Landon, I remember what you told me. I remember when you shook my hands and looked in my eyes, and you told me that I didn't know when, I didn't know where, but you were coming for the Pro Wrestling Union United Heavyweight Championship. You were coming after what I hold so dear, defended against the likes of Robert Martyr, Lodi, Angel Angels, and plenty more. Next week, Sean Legacy. So when I beat Sean next week, I will see you on September 7th. And you say the doctor's in, I'm going to break your back, make you humble, and retain my championship. You took a moment from me, I'm going to take everything from you.
Wow. Good work
Wow.
there, Drew. Good words. Hey, you know what? I'm also going to peel back the curtain just a little bit as well. After you won that title, I came up to you and again, I said, I am so proud of you. And yeah, I said that I was really proud of you, but you want to know something? I told you to travel. I told you to get out of the Carolinas, to make a name for yourself. And look at what you did. You've been making a name for yourself on the East Coast. Congratulations. You've been doing great. You've been going to Georgia. You competed in the ECWA tournament. Congratulations. I don't have to say anything because you know where I've been, not just nationally, but internationally. And I've been competing against the top stars of today's business, just like you have. But until you're willing to put in the work, then you have to face me September 7th and show and prove that you can hang on to that. Cole brought me in back in 2021 because he knew that I am a staple of PWU. He knew that I can make PWU make something of itself. You are trying to do that as well. September 7th, bring those boots and lace them up tight. And all aboard that freaking train. And watch your back, because the doctor is in.
Y'all heard it happen and unfold right here live tonight, which this is uncanny.
I gotta ask Landon, when did you make that decision? When did it? I have to do it right now.
I made that decision as soon as that poster came out because I have been undefeated at every single Parade of Champion. And what better way to bring it back home, or I should say my new home in Massachusetts, than with that gold strap right around my waist.
Okay, well, I mean, everything's signed. This is it. It was not the announcement I was going to make, to be honest with you, but this is an ironclad contract that I can't turn away. And I'm don't get me wrong, I'm personally excited for this. I just was not expecting it to be like this. So pleasantly surprised. Drew, you may not feel the same way, but that's it. That is the match. So I guess you heard it here, folks. Landon Hale, the Good Doctor, versus Drew Hood, September 7th, Lexington, South Carolina, at the Lexington Leisure Center, at the Parade of Champions. I mean, I mean,
that is going to be a fantastic matchup.
I could feel the
provided,
tension. Yeah,
provided we're 8
Yeah,
days out.
I'm-
We're 8 days out from Drew having a hell of a shot. Drew
yeah.
having a hell of a person coming after that belt, and now we know, who's waiting right behind either combatant.
man. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of tension here.
Yeah.
So
September 7th is just going to mean that much more, Landon. You know, I don't know if Cole will admit this, but when I started in Pro Wrestling Union, I was a tag guy. I was 1/3 of the stable of three brothers. I was getting brought in as the tag team with Tommy Django. Show gets canceled because of COVID. And then we come back. Pro Wrestling Union makes its comeback. And then I'm in a tournament for the Carolinas Championship. Win first round, out in the finals. From there, I was aimless. Not just at Union, everywhere. Because nobody wanted to believe that I was that guy. So you know what I did? I did lace up my boots, nice and tight. And I step in that ring, and I have to prove a point every single time because so many eyes are on me. The microscope is so zoomed in on DH and 4K that if I make one mistake, everyone's going to penalize me and tell me that I am not the guy. So on September 7th, what we're going to do is we're going to lace it up nice and tight. We're going to get those boots ready to go. Pack a lunch, bring an apple for Teach, and let Daddy DH learn you a thing or two about how to be everything you always wanted. As the shirt says. Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy that you had those words across, dude. And like I said, regardless, September 7th, if we're standing in that, or if we're in that ring and we're standing face to face against each other, just know that I'm still proud of you. Just know that you're doing great things. But let's just see how great it's going to be in 4K when I take that strap off of you. See you then, buddy. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Landon. Wow.
I got to give it to Landon. I got to respect the guy. He saw an opportunity and he took it. He shot it. He shot his shot, and there it is. He made a statement, Drew.
I never forgot what he did.
Yep.
I never forgot. I never forgot that handshake. I never forgot how proud he was. And I never freaking forgot that he took my moment of winning this championship away. So, Cole, I'm happy, ecstatic even, that if I beat Sean, when I beat Sean next week, and go on to defend this, it's going to be against Landon, everybody's favorite poster boy. I can't wait to tear that poster up and replace it with one in my own vision. Y'all have a good rest of your night.
Thank you, Drew.
Wow. The tension for those two is intense. Absolutely.
Cole, that was wow. I don't know what to say. That was live. That was, I mean, you literally just, what did you have in mind? We were here hyped up for something else for Drew.
Yeah, this is crazy.
At this point, I'm maybe it's just the promoter in me. I don't like to deal with what ifs and stuff of that nature. So, in all honesty, that's incidental at this point. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. You can look at my arm right here. I have got goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
That's not something that you can just do. Okay. But as excited as I am about this, and I truly am, that was a lot of tension there.
That really was.
And I know a thing or two about tension. I used to be a competitor myself, but that felt
personal. That was
yeah.
Because
I know
derailed the Drew train there, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, because Drew is correct. Because I remember that being a conversation last year when Drew won the United Heavyweight title. Was that when I went to go congratulate him backstage, it was not met immediately with like, "Thanks, boss. I'll make you proud." None of that. And he was like, he was like, why was he there?
Right.
But I mean, we haven't. I mean, he hasn't really spoken to Landon since that night. I've spoken to Landon several times since then because I've also been with Landon when he was in Georgia for Action Wrestling when he got his opportunity to wrestle TNA X Division champion Mustafa Ali. So, I've been around both of these guys separately, and the names of each other have not come up in the conversation until right here. So
Right here.
I'm excited for it. I don't know what everybody else is thinking right now, but
I'm Cole.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. We're all excited, but you know why else we're excited? We are excited because right here, right now, at this time,
Is that
you
time?
can win.
That's time.
You can win. Look, the messenger is open. The stage is set. If you send me right now the numbers 2 or the numbers 4 to the Wrestling Wire podcast, you can win your shot at tickets to get to this show for free. 2 tickets, 4 tickets. Take your pick right there. Oh,
No. Oh, right.
first off, Tommy Scott with 2 tickets. Congratulations, Tommy Scott. He got 2 tickets.
two down.
Now I got 2 more. I got 2 more to give away. The very next person that sends me 2, Cole, we got to verify that they're following Pro Wrestling Union. I know he's following me.
Tommy Scott's I know Tommy Scott's following us.
Okay.
I know that.
2 other viewers out there. Come on now. 2 tickets for free right here, right now. Send me a message, and those tickets are
We got
yours.
2 tickets left, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to go to a wrestling show for free? At an amazing show. We just talked about one of the most awesome matches that could probably be there for the night. One of the most electrifying, intense matchups. You don't want to miss out.
Yep.
Right. Shoot. I mean, maybe people need more than 2 tickets. But hey, I mean, just look at it this way: if you get 2 for free,
and buy however many more they need.
Right.
The very next
that
person
is
to
true.
message in wins 2 tickets, but they got to send it to the wrestling. Guys,
Why?
you're sending it to the wrong. You're sending it to my page. Wrong person. Wrong
Not the
person.
page.
I said you got to send it to the Wrestling Wire Facebook page. My messengers just went like, what the fuck? That ain't it, babe. That ain't it.
The Wrestling Wire page, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The Wrestling Wire podcast Facebook page.
The Wrestling Wire podcast Facebook page.
We're working on the Twitter.
Oh, Travis Trammell with the last 2. Travis Trammell got it. So we got 2 more tickets to Travis Trammell. We got 2 tickets to Tommy Scott. That is everybody. All 4 tickets have been given away. Thank you, everybody, for playing. I think Missy Childers said she was going to flip a table or something if she didn't win tickets.
I think there's a couple of tables that got flipped. Yeah.
Travis Trammell and Tommy Scott both won. Congratulations, guys. We know you're following the pages. We already know this, but we will definitely get you guys. Make sure everything's locked in tight. Please message me and message Cole directly. Even Cole and I already know who it's going to be, so we're good.
Right.
That's why I wanted to do it with you on air. So now you can write it down, and we got it.
Yep, but I'll probably ask you to still send me a reminder anyway.
Just because. I will. I definitely will. Dude, that was fun.
Yeah,
because you may have noticed I'm wearing the jacket tonight and everything like that.
You're looking professional. I like the fit. You look good.
Right. Yeah, and here's the thing though. At one point I could not get this jacket to fit me. Weight loss is a beautiful thing sometimes, but
it is.
But we are also celebrating my wife's birthday week. She doesn't have a birthday; she has a birth week. So that's the way she does things. So we'll be heading out of here in just one moment. But gentlemen, Ron, David, thank you guys once again for allowing us to come on to share this information. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done the podcast thing, and I appreciate you guys. You guys always do a great job. Ron, I know you're going to be there as the master of ceremonies for this event. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gotten your tickets, we do have some tickets that are still available. On the poster, there's a little QR code, but of course, you just go on the Pro Wrestling Union page. There is a link for the tickets to buy online. There's floor seats, $15, general admissions at $10.
There you have it, folks. Cole, thank you again. We will catch up with you, I'm sure, before the show, and we will do a full cover on all of the happenings.
Yeah. Oh, it most
All right.
definitely. Thank you so much,
So,
Cole.
thank you very much for being here. Thank you as well to Drew Hood and
Thank you,
Landon
Drew.
Hale
Landon.
for surprising the hell out of us.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Oh, I just got a nice, a not so nice email from Drew right now, but I'll check this out tomorrow when I got a little bit more time.
Okay.
I got something else to do. But gentlemen, you guys have a great night. And
thank you.
And have a
And
great
happy
show.
birthday to the missus.
Yep, send her a happy birthday. Yep, definitely.
Thank you guys.
All righty.
Wow, Ron,
Well,
that was a crazy
It
45
was
minutes.
Yeah, for what I planned to be 15 to 20 turned into 45. So we're going to be rolling right through things.